6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister inaugurated two coal-fired power plants with a cumulative capacity of 1,650 megawatt of electricity in Tharparkar today. Pakistan has finalized a regulatory framework with Germany to import electric vehicles to reduce dependence on imported fuel. The Pakistan Day will be celebrated tomorrow with a renewed pledge to make the country a true Islamic welfare state. The all parties Hurriyat Conference have termed Pakistan as the center of hope for the Kashmiri people and the entire Muslim Ummah. Russia and China have expressed the resolve to work together toward shaping a new world order for the future of humanity. North Korea test-fired multiple cruise missiles off its east coast today. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif inaugurated two coal-fired power plants with a cumulative capacity of 1,650 megawatt of electricity in Tharparkar today. Addressing the ceremony at the Islam Court area of Thar, the Prime Minister said the projects would turn the desert into an economic hub. He dismissed the criticism by a section of the people against Thar's coal, terming it a blessing with immense potential for power resources that need to be untapped. The projects, including the 1,320 megawatt Shanghai Electric Power Plant and 330 megawatt Thal Nova Power Plant, will annually generate 11.24 billion units of low-cost electricity. Through the direct investment of over $3 billion into these projects, the production of coal-based electricity in Thar will increase up to 3,300 megawatt. Shahbaz Sharif expressed the confidence that the journey of progress would spread across the country and would strengthen the national economy. He said the power turbines are to be installed at the projects by the 30th of next month to generate electricity, which would be supplied to the rest of the country through transmission lines. The Prime Minister expressed gratitude to the government of China for extending support to Pakistan in carrying out development projects under the CPAC. He vowed that the coalition government will put in all efforts to materialize CPAC projects with the agriculture sector as its next phase. The Prime Minister said no one is above the law and would not be allowed to support terrorists and use them as shields. Addressing the ceremony, the Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari expressed satisfaction over the level of cooperation between Pakistan and China on carrying out development projects. The Minister for Power Khurram Dastagir Khan said the government is committed to providing civic amenities to the people all across the country. He said under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the development of indigenous resources is a big step towards self-reliance. The Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah said the political and economic interests of Pakistan and China are aligned for the benefit of the two nations. The Chinese charge d'affaires Pang Shanshu said the commercial operation of the Thar coal project rank high among the coal-fired power plants. She assured all possible cooperation by the government of China in the field of development and progress. Pakistan and Germany have agreed to strengthen bilateral ties in diverse sectors. The understanding was reached during a meeting between the Minister for Economic Affairs Sardar Ayaz Sadiq and the German ambassador to Pakistan Alfred Granus in Islamabad today. On the occasion, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq said Pakistan is thankful to the German government for its continuous support during the 2022 floods. He highlighted that Pakistan is also actively promoting the use of renewable energy, electric vehicles and solarization in the country. The German ambassador stressed on enhancing bilateral ties, saying that Germany is the largest trading partner of Pakistan in the entire European Union. He appreciated the government of Pakistan's outlook towards environment protection and efficient utilization of natural resources, clean and green energy. During the meeting, the German envoy apprised the Minister for Economic Affairs that a positive regulatory framework for the import of electric vehicles has been a major step which promises to reduce Pakistan's reliance on imported fuel. The nation will celebrate the Pakistan Day tomorrow with a renewed pledge to transform the country into a true Islamic and welfare state in line with the vision of the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah and to ensure its progress, prosperity and strong defense. The day is observed to commemorate the historic Lahore Resolution passed on 23rd of March in 1940, under which the Muslims of the subcontinent set the agenda of a separate homeland for themselves. The day will dawn with a 31-gun salute in the federal capital and a 21-gun salute in the provincial metropolis. Special prayers will be offered in mosques after Fajr prayers for the progress and prosperity of the country. The special feature of the day will be the spectacular and colourful Pakistan Day military parade of the armed forces at the Awan-e Sadr in Islamabad, where the three wings of the armed forces will display their professional military skills. Radio Pakistan and Pakistan Television will broadcast special programs to highlight the significance of the day and pay tribute to the leaders and workers of the Pakistan movement. The Central Ruwat-e-Hilal Committee meets in Peshawar today for citing the crescent of Ramzan al-Mubarak. Meetings of the zonal and district Ruwat-e-Hilal committees will be held at their respective headquarters. The official announcement about sighting of the crescent or otherwise will be made by the chairman of Central Ruwat-e-Hilal Committee, Maulana Sayyid Muhammad Abdul Khabir Azad. This is Radio Pakistan. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the all parties Hurriyat Conference leaders have said Pakistan is the center of hope for not only the Kashmiri people but for the entire Muslim Ummah. According to the Kashmir Media Service, all parties Hurriyat Conference leaders, including Ghulam Muhammad Khan Sapori, Ghulam Nabi War, Devinder Singh Bahal, Javed Ahmed Mir and Grand Mufti Nasirul Islam, in the message on the eve of the Pakistan Day, said Kashmiri's love for the country is vindicated by the fact that they hoist Pakistani flags and celebrate 23rd March in the volley of brutal firing by the Indian troops. Russia and China have expressed the resolve to work together toward shaping a new world order for the future of humanity. A statement released by China after the conclusion of President Xi Jinping's visit to Moscow said both the leaders shared the view that this relationship has gone far beyond the bilateral scope and acquired critical importance for the global landscape. President Xi Jinping assured Vladimir Putin that we are together to drive these changes. They also referred to each other as dear friends, promised economic cooperation and described their countries' relations as the best they have ever been. Meanwhile, commenting on Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin's meeting, the White House said China's position is not impartial and urged Beijing to pressure Russia to withdraw from Ukraine's sovereign territory. The International Monetary Fund has approved $15.6 billion loan package for Ukraine. The Ukrainian Finance Ministry said the program will ensure the path to post-war reconstruction. North Korea just fired multiple cruise missiles off its east coast today. North Korea fired the missiles from its South Hamgyong province. It was not immediately clear as to how many projectiles were fired and exactly what type were they. Separately, the USS Macon, an amphibious assault ship, docked in South Korea today. The World Water Day is being observed today. The day is aimed at accelerating efforts to solve the water and sanitation crisis across the world. And now cricket. The first T20 of the three-match series between Pakistan and Afghanistan will be played in Sharjah on Friday. The second T20 will be played on Sunday, while the third and the last T20 will be played on Monday. Meanwhile, Afghanistan Cricket Board Selection Committee has announced a 17-member squad for the three-match T20 series against Pakistan. And finally, the weather report. Rain with wind and thunderstorm is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamabad, Punjab, Lower Sindh, Balochistan, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. Isolated hailstorm is also likely at a few places during the forecast period. Heavy falls are also expected in Balochistan. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.